This is just going to be a quick video on a shit hit the fan type of situation. Long gun versus handgun. Which one would you pick? There are some reasons why I'd pick handgun, and of course some reasons why I'd pick a long gun. Not these particular guns, but just the general idea of a concealable handgun or a more powerful long gun. So like I said, concealability versus power. Which would you rather have? Which would you rather need for the particular situation that you're prepping for? Is it going to be an economic collapse? Is it going to be civil unrest? Is it going to be a natural disaster? You got to take in a lot of different scenarios into what you're going to prep for, because you never know which one will happen first, or if they all happen at once, that type of thing. So, concealability, I would definitely take a handgun as opposed to a long gun for urban situations. But if I wasn't near a city and I was just in a rural area, definitely long gun. I'm sure everyone would agree with that. As for your budget, not everyone can afford a $500 Glock. But most people, if not all people, can afford a $100 single shot 12 gauge. So you got to take into how much you're willing to spend on firearms. Some people can have an unlimited amount. Some people have only a couple $100s for a handgun and a long gun. Another thing some people forget to think about is whether it's going to be an apartment or a house that you'll be in. For the most part, people are living in apartments, just how it is. But there are a ton of people who have houses who may prefer a long gun because they have that space. Most apartments are under 700-800 square feet, so a long gun is pretty unnecessary in my opinion. A nice handgun would be plenty if you're bugging in and just staying within that perimeter. And the last thing you want to think about when you're talking about shit the fan is whether you'll need it for hunting more or to fence more. For me, I'd be happy with a 12 gauge shotgun for either. That's just how I am, as you could tell by my name. But some people would rather have a gun for defense than hunting, and that's where a handgun may get the upper hand on that, even if you're living in a house. So what it boils down to is how much money you got and what space you have to work with. If you have a ton of land, a long gun may be what you want. If you're living in an urban area where you don't have your own land, you're around a lot of people, a handgun is what you're going to want. You can keep it on your person at all times. No one's going to know you even have it. But also, depending on which gun you get, you can have a ton of rounds. Like with a Glock, you can have 33 round, or even with most Glocks, you can get 17 rounds, 15 rounds, depending on the caliber. So, for me, if I had to pick either a long gun or handgun for any situation, it would definitely be the handgun. Appreciate you guys watching.